Welcome to Creative Density's Member Minute. My name is Craig, and this is a new video series where we interview members and let them have a voice and learn about them. So this is Sarah Howlett, and let's just jump right into it. Sarah, can you tell me a little about yourself and what you do?
Sure. Well, I'm a freelance writer and editor. I work mostly from home or from here at Creative Density, which I love. And what I do most days is talk to interesting people, and I love that so much about my work. And there's always more stories, and to get to listen to people's lives and to get to know them and put those stories into places where other people can learn too is just fantastic.
All right. And what type of publications do you usually write for?
Well, mostly I do consumer magazines, regional, national, local, all kinds of stuff. But occasionally I also do work for trade magazines, which I really like because it lets me learn about business and incorporate, the journalism skills that I love and that I.
Yeah. And then also I wanted to bring this point of just previous conversations. You talk about how you really enjoy the long form.
Yeah.
Could you talk a little bit more about that?
Sure. Well, that's something that I've been really excited to delve deeper into, as I've gone along in my career, especially here in Denver. There are so many gifted writers that I'm privileged to read their stories and talk to them about how they work and pick up on some of their skills. So I hope that for myself in the future I'll be doing more of that. And I also just think that people in general are sort of hungry for those longer stories where they can really get into something.
So what I really find exciting about journalism right now is I notice I'm reading a lot more through blogs and everything, but I'm also reading a lot more of those stories about the 2 to 3 paragraph snippets. Mm-hmm. I do enjoy the long form. Could you explain kind of how you get people to not just do the 2 to 3 paragraph blog posts to getting the long form and maybe the real value that it has?
Sure. I think that people are really incentivized to take in as much news as they possibly can, and it's so easy to do that now with all the websites that we have and how quickly we can digest what's going on. But I also think on the flip side, people will really feel rewarded by diving into a subject that's obviously taken many, many months for someone to report, a lot of resources from the magazine or newspaper who's financing it, and people just come away with a greater understanding than you get from maybe these episodic briefs or series of headlines that you can see on a blog nowadays. I think people really appreciate being able to come away with a great understanding of a topic. And
I completely agree. I know I just was reading Vanity Fair, and they got me reading about 7-page long stories, and I don't do that often. So it's definitely sticking around and
absolutely
provides a lot of value.
Yeah.
So you can learn a lot more about Sarah at sarahhowlett.com. You can also follow her at Twitter at @sarahprotz. And that is the Creative Density's Member Minute. Thanks for watching.